Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to Saturday. You made it to the weekend. Finger points to the sky for a new episode of the RTG today. Hope your football team does well today, unless of course they are playing the mighty Ipswich Town. We, I believe, are at home to Shrewsbury. I'm looking forward to going to that in just a little bit. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Good luck and, stay sane if you are playing the Foot Champs Finals, the Weekend League. And as you enter today's episode, if you could do me the huge favour of showing that support, smashing that thumbs up button, that would be amazing. 6,000 likes on this fine Saturday. Oh, that would be just brilliant. You'll make a big old smile appear on my face. And of course, sub to the channel as well if you're new. Lots of new people over the last month, and it's great to see you all joining up and enjoying the RTG. So, why has half of my team disappeared? Tom, these guys were heroes. They got you into the Weekend League. Why are you changing the team now? Well, it's because I actually realised throughout playing these games that some of them weren't quite up to scratch, decent enough. I don't know. Like Marquinhos is good enough, and certain players were very good, but there were, I wasn't overly happy with having Dybala up front. I don't know why. Something wasn't quite working, so I needed to make some changes here, and it's going to be fairly drastic ones as well, but I had an idea in my head of what I could potentially do. So we say goodbye to Keylor Navas, Wijnaldum, Gabriel Jesus, both bench players, Cuadrado, Chiesa, and Mendy. Made good profit on Mendy. Bought him for 80k, sold him for 92. And then I wanted to make sure I bought Ben Yedder, because he did me in a couple of times in the playoffs, and I just feel like a proper finisher like that is going to cause problems in the Weekend League. It was between him and Gabriel Jesus, but I thought Ben Yedder with the 5-star weak foot and being French, linking to some of my other French players, I just think it could work. Now, Ferland Mendy was good and all that, but I also really enjoyed Theo Hernandez, and at half the price, and I could just use him, it works for me. We bought Koundé, the 81 pace Frenchman in La Liga, who gets a nice link to Jesus Navas in form, so a nice solid defence there. I know Navas isn't the strongest, but I just think he'll do fine. He's got good dribbling, good defending, good pace, good passing. Seems like a good player in all around, So the rest of the team, there's a couple of places to fill. I ran out of coins at this moment in time because I was waiting on Frankie to sell, and I was waiting on Marquinhos to sell. You'll also notice I've got Mike Maignan in goal. He's big. He's 6'3". That's what I think I needed over Keylor Navas. And Memphis Depay is going to be one of the other players going in. And the most expensive player yet on the RTG is going to be Marcos Llorente. It's going to cost about 125k for the main man. And it will be the most expensive player so far on the RTG. Because I believe before that it was probably Rashford. I think it was Rashford and Haaland combined, both of those two. But yeah, we get a fairly nice and cheap Memphis Depay. I think he's dropped a bit lately, but still, looks like a good player. And then whilst I was waiting for stuff to sell, I thought I'm going to dump the rest of the things in my club into some more 78 pluses, because I quite like them. They're quite fun to do, and you never know when you're going to get something half decent, right? You might not, you might, and if we do, if we pack an Mbappe from this, it's game over. We've got ourselves an amazing card for the rest of the game. But if we don't open any of these, there was no chance of me packing Mbappe in them anyway, because we never did them. So, yeah, you'll often see me risking it in order to try and get something good. So not a bad start. We get a little 83 rated Jimenez from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Next up, no boards this time around. German centre-back from Bayern. That's going to be Süle. Not a bad one to keep because, we've got the Thomas Müllers as fodder. I can imagine if there are some nice high-rated teams with high chemistry that people need to put together for their SBCs and stuff. Maybe the likes of those Bayern players that all get good links together and are all nicely rated. I feel like those are the sorts of players which people are going to end up buying, and their prices might shoot up. So we get a little Galaxy in that last pack, and then Brozovic in the next one. So we've actually had a fair amount of boards here. Just no walkouts yet from these 78 pluses. which is frustrating because I see loads of you guys. Basically my entire Twitter feed is full of you lot sending me these cracked packs that you've been getting from 78 pluses. So if you could just sort of like push some of that luck onto me, that'd be lovely. Thank you very, very much. So Marquinhos did not sell in the first hour. So I dropped his price by like 2,500 coins. Lo and behold, he sold pretty quickly. That is the way with the market sometimes. And we are able to pick ourselves up a Marcos Llorente. I end up paying, I think, 123? Or is it 125? Oh, 123, there we go. We got him there, centre mid with a Sentinel chemistry style on him. That works for me. Boosts that defending and physical up quite nicely. And we could always put something else on him should we want to do that. But I just feel like Llorente in the middle with all that pace is going to be very beneficial to having Pogba there as the more attacking one because he's a bit slower. Frankie de Jong, very similar, but I just think Llorente will be that more of a workhorse player rather than like Frankie's really silky and stuff. Don't necessarily need that. Got that in Pogba. Want someone to be a real workhorse for us in the centre of midfield, and that will be Marcos Llorente. So this is how the team is changing around. As you can see, we are going to put Depay up front with Ben Yedder, St. Max out on the right, Ousmane Dembele out on the left, Pogba and Llorente in the middle, and the back four stays as is. Although I do need to check the feet, like the strong feet of Koundé and Kimpembe, because I might have to switch them in game depending. Like I don't know if any of them are left-footed. I got a feeling like Kimpembe is left-footed, but then I think I've always thought that, and he actually isn't. I'll take a look and you'll know by the next episode like what we're actually doing. So I can't remember what I got these packs for, but they're there and they're sat there in the club, so we'll just open them up. But yeah, I genuinely can't remember for the life of me what I got them for. So the team has changed. Team is ready for like the weekend league. It could potentially change again depending on what we get from this. It is my weekly Rivals rewards. I'm in Division 5. I got rank 3. I got 7 wins, or more than that. But I got the best rewards for where I was in my division. And eventually I decided I was just going to go with option 3. It's the most fun because it gives us the most packs. And it gives us a small amount of coins. Like the difference between me taking option 1 and option 3 is that my 50k pack is untradeable. That's fine. You know, the market was low enough that it would be difficult for me to pack someone very worthwhile. I get a rare Electrum pack that is tradable, so we can try and make money from that. And then 4,000 coins. Yeah, that's fine. We're sitting all right on coins. We've got investments in the club. So I just thought I'd go for the one which has the 2 best packs in it, and that was option 3. So from our rare Electrum, we get boards. It's going to be a Uruguayan centre back. That's an 84. In Jose Maria Jimenez. And there's also an Arter in there. De Paul, Klosterman, he normally sells for quite a bit. So basically, in order to make it up to the coin value of like option 2 or option 1, whatever it was, I needed to make about like 16k, I think, from that pack. Don't know if I would currently make that, but it is what it is. And then we get a walkout from our 50k pack. Unfortunately, it's just Castiles. Heard some nuts things about this guy, though, in game. Apparently, he's really, really good shot stopper. Lenglet, Jonathan Vieira, Iñaki Williams is all right. Oxlade-Chamberlain, not too bad in the Prem. But, yeah, it's not the greatest 50k pack. I'm glad we got a walkout, though. And that's all that I can really ask for. But if next week they want to throw an icon in there, I'm not going to complain. But anyway, Lukaku to Blues. That's the next SBC that we've gone ahead and completed here. For a rare gold pack. So, like a 25k pack, I think it is. We don't get boards or a walkout, which surprised me, actually. I genuinely thought that one would have had one like the boards minimum, but obviously not. So be it, is what it is. But we get 2 shadows in there and a new player celebration and Old Trafford. Not that I ever use a stadium other than the Foot Champs one, so that will never get used, I guess. Can't sell it either because it's untradeable. But I decided I needed to take my team into Rivals, right? Because I haven't played for a few days, like, competitively, because I already had my Rivals wins, and, well, haven't played since the playoffs is what I'm trying to say. And with the weekend league upon us, I needed to make sure that things were nice and warmed up. Am I okay with this new team that I've just put together? Does it feel a little bit more weekend league ready compared to the last one? And am I all right with all the formation? I needed to start getting some, working my way towards the 7 wins for rivals this week. Things like that. The only thing that wasn't the reasoning that wasn't being a good time to play Div Rivals right now is because it hasn't let me accept the weekend league yet. It means that I can't earn rivals points, so I'm not earning towards the next 1500 or whatever from this game, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I wanted to play the game anyway and just try and get used to it. If we finish high enough within the weekend league, we'll get those points anyway, I believe. At least most of them, I guess. So I went 2-1 up in this one. This guy wasn't good compared to me. I knew that I was a better player. I hadn't played Rivals in nearly a week, I think it was, since I got my 7 wins last time and started the playoffs and whatnot. So it had been a few days since I played Rivals, and I think a lot of people had caught up to the division that I was in. So despite it being 3-2, I basically walked that game. It really wasn't too difficult, and it felt quite nice. The team felt pretty good. I was noticing, though, a few things that I would potentially change, and that was that I wasn't finding Ben Yedder and Depay up front they're kind of similar. Like, one's got 5-star skills, one's got 5-star weak foot, but they're both not blisteringly quick. So I think it's definitely worthwhile putting Depay out wide, and I'm going to move him to the left mid spot so he can cut in and hit those finesses with the better shooting than St. Maximin. I'm going to put St. Max out on the right, use and abuse that pace and those skill moves and that dribbling, and then whip it into the box for me. And then Ousmane Dembele, 5-star up front with Ben Yedder. He's got the pace, and we should be able to work together there. We've got pace and skills, and then we've got weak foot and finishing in Ousmane and Ben Yedder. So to start off with, it was instantly noticeable that this was better. Ben Yedder plays a ball through to Ousmane, who just sprints through. Dembele gets so much further away from the defenders than the other players because he's got so much pace. Lovely ball across the field there from ASM. The ball ended up getting played into Llorente, who's going to get his first assist for the club as Ousmane Dembele scores again. Lovely stuff. So yeah, 2-0 up. Things were looking good. I then my keeper gives a penalty away. I guess I give it away because I was sprinting out with him. So yeah, I guess that's my fault for doing that. But I end up saving it because he goes chipping down the middle. And I stayed down the middle. So Big Mike Maignan is able to... We're just going to call him Big Mike, I think, from now on. I like that as a nickname for our goalkeeper. Big Mike comes to the rescue. So, yeah, we end up going 3-0 up. I'm trying to do these low-driven shots in the box. So you might notice a lot more of that from me in today's episode. I want to try and figure out where I should do it and where I shouldn't do it. And as you can see, they're quite good. I feel like they actually do get past the goalkeeper, whereas some of the shots that go up in the air inside the box at the moment, before the patch, goalkeepers are saving them left, right, and centre. So 4-0 win in the second game. I'm feeling good in Rivals. This team is feeling good. And because I'm already on a hot streak, I'm just flying through Div 5. 2 out of 3 wins. I'm 1 checkpoint away from rank 1 in Div 5 after playing literally 2 games in this division because I'm on a hot streak. So another La Liga squad with some French players and stuff in there to come up against in the third and final game that I'm going to play today. But look at this from Memphis. He doesn't seem slow when he's out on the wing, and I like his skill moves, and I know he's got ability to shoot and stuff. So I just think that that's a perfect spot for him, actually. Maybe as a cam in a 4-2-2 rather than a 4-4-2 right out wide. I might switch to some 4-2-2, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. But there's my corner technique. Knock it out short and then cross it into the back post. Often my centre back is there and I get a goal. My opponent rage quits. So I've scored a low driven in that game and then a corner header. They're things that I think are going to be used quite a lot in the next couple of weeks, especially after the patch, I would say, once finesse shots stop being quite so overused on this game. We're all using and abusing it. But the hot streak continues and we get 3 out of 3 wins. So we've guaranteed ourselves some rewards in Rivals next week. Div 5, rank 1, but the 3 out of 3. So the second tier of rewards. We need to just get up to 7 wins later on in the week. And I'll do that all after, I'll do that after the weekend league. Because obviously from now on, that's what you want to see. You want to see weekend league gameplay so I can try and get those rewards for you guys. So a great start for my new expensive player, Marcos Llorente. Couple of assists for him already. Ben Yedder, good start from him as well. 2 goals, 4 assists in our 3 games. Love to see that. Partnering very well up top with this man. I think he's going to be our star boy this weekend, Ousmane Dembele. And then St. Max, Depay, nice. Both out on the wings. Both got the skill moves. Both quite different though. Depay has like got that cannon of a shot, and but he's not rapid. Whereas it's kind of the opposite for ASM. He's absolutely blisteringly quick on the ball, but then his shooting is low and maybe doesn't quite have that proper end product. Not that I've struggled with him so far. I need to be confident shooting with him. But yeah, someone like Depay is going to bang one in with that finesse, no problem. Which is why I'm playing him on the left, so he can cut inside, hit the whippies, you know. But anyway, that's going to be the end of the episode for today. I'm going to go off to the football and enjoy myself and cheer on my team. Hope you guys are all doing the same, actually. I hope you're all staying at home and watching the RTG. Binge watch it. Go back to episode 1. Enjoy it. No, I'm kidding. Enjoy your weekend. Good luck in Foot Champs. If you come up against me, you don't have to give me the win. I'm not going to, you know, it doesn't matter if you do fancy giving me the win. I'm not going to, you know, not accept it. But you don't have to. I'm kidding. Do whatever you please. Anyway, like the video. 6,000 likes. Can we get that today? And of course, sub to the channel as well if you're new. Cheers for that. Twitter, Instagram links both down below. Come follow me on social media. See what I'm getting up to. I do normally post some pictures when I'm at the ground and stuff, because that's nice to do. So football related content. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. Oh, you know it'll be Sunday tomorrow, don't you? Which means there's potential for the double upload tomorrow. We love to see it. Catch you then. Enjoy your day. Peace.